Hello everyone, welcome to your Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine reading. My name is Ahorangi Starchild and I am New Zealand based. I just do these Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine readings as I'm led to do them. And if you like this video, please click like. If you're a first time viewer, subscribe if you like my style. Hit the bell at the right hand bottom corner of this video. Comment, connect, give me feedback on my readings. I love hearing from you. I love to find out how this information finds you. Welcome to my soul family. For everyone who's stopping by and tuning in. So today I'm using the Dreams Tarot by Kyra Marchetti, and I'm a big Kyra Marchetti fan. I just seem to naturally gravitate towards these decks. Okay, so let's tune in. I'm calling on Jesus, God, all the love gods and goddesses, Goddess Guinevere, Adonis, all the cupids, let their arrows fly and hit their mark. And I am going to focus on what is the general energy between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. So there will be a date below this video of when this video was published, but my readings are timeless. They take effect from the time they are viewed. And there is a storyline to each and every reading. If the storyline doesn't fit, this reading is not for you. And the reason could be that you are on a different path, a different journey. You tuned into a different frequency. And if this reading does resonate, then you can claim this reading as your own if you feel it vibes with you, if there's truth in this reading. This reading could be flipped and reversed, in other words, played from different perspectives, either from the viewer or the person they are viewing about. And Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine is not male-female. It is not gender-specific. It is the masculine dominant, feminine dominant energies. And if you have any questions, please feel free to post them below. Let's begin and see what is coming in this week, for not just this week until I post the next reading, for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. Okay, so the deck is ready. I'm going to cut the deck. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing this beautiful journey of light with me. So where's the feminine at? Palace of Cups. There's a focus on emotional well-being, emotional state, intuition, things that make you happy. But emotions can also be kind of murky, deep, okay, unpredictable, not unpredictable, but it's something about emotions. When we tune into emotions, it's not something that you can switch on and off like a light. Emotions are things that have to run their course, okay? So for the feminine, she's tuning into her emotions this week, about how she feels, and that's okay because we're going to get more cards on that. We have the Seven of Wands. The feminine has her defenses up. She feels she has to set down some healthy boundaries around the heart. I feel the feminine is very sure about what it is that she wants. She's defending what is hers. She's defending her heart. She's defending everything she stands for, everything that she's invested her energy in. She's standing on higher ground, though. In some cases, this person is elevated. But I feel like from the perspective of this card, it almost feels like it's the viewpoint is like it's looking down. So maybe the feminine feels like she might be, even though she's very brave and she's standing her ground, she feels like maybe she's not on top of her game. Okay, but we're going to get cards. And then we have a sense of generosity. We have the Six of Coins. So the feminine is very generous, but I feel she's, when it comes to her resources, she's very careful where she invests herself in. We have two cards here which are like kind of at odds with each other. One is very defensive and one is very giving. And then we have the emotions. So we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And we have Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. Keeping in mind that we do have the Mercury retrograde in Pisces at this point in time, I kind of feel like there is this process of sorting out with the feminine, sorting out her feelings as to where she wants to invest herself, where does she need to enforce her defenses, where does she need to enforce her protective walls and say no, and where does she have room to give and be generous to other people. So I feel like that's the general energy for the feminine. We're going to dig into that. Where's the masculine at? The masculine's energy is rejuvenated. He's standing strong in his masculine power. We have the Ace of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. The masculine is starting a brand new cycle. But this is inspiration. This is outgoing energy. Look at that volcano erupting in the background there. So I feel like the masculine and the feminine, they kind of like one has the ultimate water and emotion, which is the feminine, the yin energy, and then we have the masculine here, which is the yang energy, and it is outgoing, powerful, innovative, wanting to spark, starting a new cycle, wanting to invest himself, feeling very passionate. And ready to take action. Okay, ready to take action, ready to move forward. For the masculine, we have the Chariot at the heart center. So Chariot is about moving forward, being in control, having your goal in mind, moving forward very fast, keeping your objectives in in your sights. But the Chariot is about forward movement through your mind. It is having disciplined, mental acuity, being very disciplined in obtaining your goals and moving forward. And Chariot is Cancer ruled. I feel like the masculine is ready to invest his energy in any projects that is going to take him forward. He's ready to move forward on heart level. He's found his emotional balance, because a Chariot is the balance between the masculine and feminine ingoing and outgoing energies. And I feel the masculine is moving forward. He's feeling very good on heart level, and maybe even doing some overseas travel or long distance travel across the water. He might be forward moving on one level, but he's missing someone. There is some regrets here with a Two of Cups behind this lady who is very sad, very melancholic. Okay, there's some regrets. We're going to dig into this. So what's coming in between the masculine and the feminine? We have the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. Love. Spiritual energy. Brand new. Passionate. Loving spiritual start between the masculine and the feminine. We have the Ace. And we have the Cups here. So I feel like if I look at these two cards here, we have the water in its purest form for the feminine. We have the Cups, and on this side we have the Ace. So the Ace and the Water is the combination of this Ace of Cups. The Ace and the Water is the combination of the Ace of Cups. So I hope you can see what I'm seeing here. Beautiful. I feel there's a brand new fresh start coming in for this divine masculine, divine feminine couple that I'm reading for. So this could be for quite a few people. I will get more information so we can get clarity. Knight of Cups, there's some romance, someone traveling to see someone, especially with this, and look where it falls, okay? So the Chariot is with the masculine, moving forward very fast, okay? He's in the fast lane. And then right on the same level, we have the Knight of Cups. So there's quite a bit of water here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And the Knight of Cups is someone who is romantic. There is travel, willing to travel to see someone. Might even have some Scorpio in the chart because there's the sign of Scorpio just above the, that's a Scorpio Libra kind of energy coming through. And I see that there is travel, messages. There's this brand new beginning in love, in water. Chariot is also, the moon. It's Cancer. We have Strength. So Strength to me is a card of healing. I feel like there's emotional healing coming in for this divine feminine, divine masculine connection. There is, especially with this woman, I feel like the Strength card is this feminine who is guarding her heart fiercely. Look at that tiger. It's growling. It is maybe with a feminine, she hasn't been treated very fairly, or she hasn't been treated very well by her masculine in the past. Now, whether you're speaking to each other, whether you're not speaking to each other, whether there's no communication, we'll get more information. But what I'm seeing is we have a very strong feminine here who is demanding to be treated right, because that tiger there is roaring. It's showing its teeth, okay? It's not, there's a chain around it. It's almost like she needs to really, really temper her words and temper her actions. Defending, she's trying not to be over defensive. That's why she's holding out this. And look, there's Libra in there. So she wants peace. Okay, there's scales there. The feminine might feel very defensive because of the way she's been treated. After all, the masculine does have some regrets. Okay. So let's have a look. So why is the Palace of Cups here? The feminine is all in her emotions. Oh, I love how this goes. See how in this little card, see those little horses? Who's on those little horses? I feel the feminine knows that her masculine is about to pay her a visit. In the physical, or maybe in her dreams. Because the cups, this is also about dreams and, emotions, is very creative. Could potentially be dream time. Water could be dream time. But I feel like because the feminine, I feel she knows that she hasn't been treated fairly in the past, whether it's by a masculine or other masculine people in relationships. She's defending her heart fiercely, but she knows she can't put barriers up and push everyone away. She has to leave room for some negotiation here and fairness, okay? And where she invests her energy, who she speaks to, and who is she locking out and who is she allowing in, because she needs to be strong. She needs to guard herself. She's done a lot of work on her for emotional healing. The masculine, I feel, has also worked a lot on himself to bring in balance in his life, to connect to his heart center and be able to you know, be more balanced in his emotional approach to his feminine. But I feel like the masculine is willing to take action because he feels regret in the way that he's acted. And now there's an opportunity for brand new love to come in. So tell me about this Palace of Cups. She's ready for a brand new start. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Tell me about the Palace of Cups, please. Tell me about the Palace of Cups. So the feminine knows that, you know, there's this deep emotional connection that she has with her masculine, and she might have dreamed of him. She might even be drowning in her own emotions. But I feel like, you see how she's holding out that little, it's supposed to be a coin, but it's a sign of Libra, because she wants to be fair. And then we have this brand new fresh start in the way of Cancer, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy that is coming in for the feminine. She's thinking about making things more concrete in her life. She wants a brand new fresh start, not only financially, but in the physical world. She wants to have this a new beginning with a masculine. This person is looking over to the side. So she's looking at a masculine. She's holding up this coin. She knows that even though she is a little bit drowning in her emotions, because we do have Mercury going retrograde in Pisces at the moment, she knows that even though she's drowning in her emotions, or she's being ruled by her emotions to some extent when it comes to her thoughts, she knows that she has something solid to offer her masculine. She knows where she wants to invest herself, but she also feels like she needs to do it on her terms. And then we have the King of Wands. Okay, look at that Sagittarius sign right above the head. I feel like she might be dealing with a Sagittarius. There is some Scorpio in this person chart as well. She might be dealing with a King of Wands. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. This Mercury in Pisces is not good for me when I do reading, so I stumble a lot over my words. Please forgive me. So we have this the feminine. There's a lot of different energies with the feminine. Okay, she knows who a masculine is. There's no doubt in my mind, because we have this ace here, which is also Sagittarius Leo energy, which is resembling this masculine energy. And then so she knows her masculine is on her mind. Okay, she's thinking about him. She's thinking about this offer. If he does come forth, what is it that she would be able to offer him? The King of Wands is someone who's action orientated. He is take charge. Okay, see it, I like it, I want it, I go for it. Her masculine most probably might have, you know, dark hair and dark eyes, not necessarily. Might even have a tan skin, not necessarily. There might be a little bit of a cultural background difference. Now tell me about the Seven of Wands. Why is the Seven of Wands here? The feminine feels like she needs to defend herself. She's why is the Ten of Wands here? Oh yep. Let's finish this shuffle. We have the Ten of Pentacles. She needs to defend herself in her own abundance. She needs to be, she wants to be careful where she invests herself long term. Page of Cups and the Devil. Okay, so I feel like for the feminine this week, there is a little bit of a feeling uncomfortable with toxic relationships. Okay, she wants to be with divine feminine, divine masculine connections. We must know that these connections are very intense. Okay, and the divine feminine, she is putting up her barriers because she doesn't want to get caught up in connections on heart level that is toxic. And the feminine this week, to a certain extent, is fighting, she's resisting this connection and the karmic implications that these spiritual connections bring. When I say karmic, I mean like the energetic ties between herself and her masculine. There's a beautiful tenderness. So she knows that there is a lot of softness, sweetness, innocence in these connections, but she also knows there's a lot of things that she feels that that's beyond her control. This is Saturn, so you might even deal with these some more Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. We have Capricorn, and then we have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So you see how these, there's fire, there is water, there's earth. These three main elements that the feminine is working with this week, and especially on heart level. She wants to make sure that when she invests herself with a connection with someone, that it's not going to be toxic, because if it's toxic, she's going to resist. And toxic means imbalanced, feeling like you're not in control of yourself, feeling that you're not in control of this connection, feeling like you're not in control of your heart or your emotions, feeling the heaviness. Why does it have to be this person? Why couldn't it have been anyone else? Why couldn't it have been an easier journey? I feel like the feminine has questions. Okay, she's reevaluating, but I feel there is a beautiful tenderness in spite of having the ability to have this feeling a little bit all over the place this week, that the feminine is trying to sort out her mental processes and her feelings. And her feelings it's like she has this rainbow spectrum of feelings in her heart this week, or however last this reading is going to be, timeless, that this ranges everything from innocence and beautiful tenderness to feeling toxic and then wanting to invest long term but still resisting it at the same time. It's like a chameleon. The feminine is very chameleon like this week. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? The Star, wishes coming true, wishing upon a star, divine guidance, connected to the universe, rising above stuff that holds you back, having a lot of knowledge, being connected to your soul. Look, normally the star is above the head, but look, she's even above the stars. She's even above that star that shines so bright in the sky. And it's like she's feeding the universe instead of the universe feeding her. So this is the card of Aquarius. The feminine might have Aquarius in a chart. We have the Eight of Coins. So I feel like the feminine does feel like working on this connection with the divine masculine is worth it, even though, look at all those rainbow colors, even though she might feel like those rainbow colors, like there's a whole lot of different textures and feelings, and I wouldn't say conflicting. Maybe the feminine is a little bit at war with herself this week concerning her masculine, because she wants to make sure that she invests herself in a connection that would give her a good return, that she wouldn't be wasting her time, that she wouldn't be going into a toxic situation where she'd be dominated because she cares, because she loves, because she's sensitive, because she has a heart. She's really, really willing to put in the time and work on this connection. This is her dream. This is her wish. She knows that this is divinely guided. Tell me about the Ace of Wands. Why does the masculine have the Ace of Wands here? This is the masculine stepping into his power, having a brand new, fresh start in passion, feeling a little bit hot under the collar, I would say. Most probably the divine masculine has a little bit of, how do I say it? Energy to work off, so to speak. But there's ample energy for the masculine to create something beautiful, something magnificent. Why is the Ace of Wands here? That one just... We have the Five of Swords. He's overcoming conflict and an end. So whatever is happening with the masculine, you know, what has happened with the masculine in the past is that he has overcome, sorry, the Four of Swords. He is, I would say he's overcoming heartache, heartbreak, disappointments on heart level. Okay. We do have the Scorpio card here, the Death card. So he has a renewed passion because he is now finally done some shadow work. We still have some regrets, and I feel like it is during this time of introspection, sleeping on things, thinking things through, going through a period of transformation, soul searching, but in the way where you actually do some shadow work and some dark night of the soul experiences, having to recover. And I feel the masculine has recovered from that. He's worked through it, and that is why he is like the phoenix rising out of the ashes, basically. And he's now ready for that brand new fresh start because he's come to a new understanding concerning himself, concerning everything that he had experienced in the past that was very hurtful, you know, on heart level and disappointing. Chariot, he's moving forward after he's experienced the Nine of Swords. Tell me more. So he was stressing heavily mentally, not sleeping well, which is also part of dark night of the soul work. So part of the shadow work is facing your fears, your insecurities, your mental patterns, your inner dialogue. That is a Gemini, and Aquarius. We have the Knight of Coins. We also have the Page of Wands. Brand new, fresh start. So the Chariot is here because the masculine he's gone through a time where he did have, you know, quite a bit of mental blocks, and he had to face a negative inner dialogue. Maybe there was a feminine, could look at the feminine there, who was maybe not being 100% honest with him, and this had caused taking him through a cycle of deception, heartbreak, betrayal, fears, anxieties, sleepless nights, feeling insecure. But he's worked through that, and so there we have the Knight of Coins bringing in a long-term committed partnership offer, which is coming in very slow because the Knight of Pentacles is most probably one of the slowest knight in the deck. It's like a snail sliding backwards. Okay. And we have Taurus, Aries energy in this card. So and then we have the Page of Wands, which is messages, positive messages, receiving good news. So I feel like the masculine has something to say after not knowing what to say or what to think and being tied in mental knots. Okay, he's communication, because sorts of communication, being unable to communicate. He now sets forth and he's picking up speed. You know, he's on this horse and then he's now on this horse. He goes from a horse to a chariot. So he's picking up momentum and picking up speed because he knows there's a brand new, fresh start. He's ready to bring in good, passionate news. We have the Ace. And in some decks, you'll see that this Page of Wand is holding that wand in his hand. and he's looking at all the potential, and it's like very fiery, sexy kind of energy coming in, and the masculine is looking to create something long term. And because he is now clear on mental level as to what it is that he wants to do, he's fired up and he is inspired about this journey. He's ready to move forward with his, on heart level, he's ready to move forward. He's ready to feel again. Cancer is very nurturing. Okay, so the masculine is experiencing this beautiful nurturing qualities on a heart level, and we do have the North Node in Cancer at this point in time. North Node is our direction in life, and the masculine is picking up speed. He knows what he wants and he's going for it. Okay, tell me, why is this Five of Cups here? This is someone who is feeling very sad, depressed, they're antisocial, sitting in a dark room, thinking about the past, thinking about everything that didn't work out. And then we have that Two of Cups that's sitting on the wall there. Okay, this makes sense. I don't read reversals. So we have the Three of Swords, okay, which is very much about this heartbreak and this depressing kind of energy, where the masculine is very sad and depressed about a relationship or something that didn't work out. And see, there we have the Four of Swords, where he's actually recovering from this heartbreak and feeling very down. And he is very much aware of this whole cycle that he's been through to work through his own emotional, mental stuff, okay? But I feel like with the masculine, even though he's healing on heart level, in his mind he's ready to move forward, he's action orientated, he feels good in his heart. But when it comes to his actions, there is something that is just like, I have to be very careful in my actions, in the execution, and what I do next, because I don't want to hurt someone, because I know what it feels like to be hurt. I need to be careful because I know that this is a deep soul connection. We have the Six of Cups and we have Judgment. Judgment is bringing something back to life. So personally, I feel between this divine feminine and divine masculine that there's no communication at this point in time, because we have the Death card here, we have Judgment here, which is about bringing back to life something that was dead. And this is all the awareness on the masculine side. He knows that the timing maybe wasn't right for him and his divine feminine to be together, because there was a lot of things where the masculine wasn't in the best place to invest himself in the past with the feminine. But now he's ready, because we have the Ace of Wands and we have the Ace of Cups. He's ready. We have the Knight of Cups. He's ready for romance. He's ready to open his heart. You know, all the horses, like the little seahorse here, the Chariot, the Knight of Pentacles, they're all in a row here towards the masculine. So there's a lot of movement in the way of masculine. And I feel like with this Judgment, that the angels are working behind the scenes to bring messages in, guiding the masculine as to what to do next. There's a big penny that dropped. There's a realization that happened on the masculine side, maybe even from subconscious processing, spending time by himself, being antisocial, facing all the heartache and the disappointments and the losses that he had suffered in the past, and addressing all the energetic blocks that he had because of painful experiences that he had in the past. But now he's ready. I feel he's missing this. This Five of Cups is someone who is missing someone. They have regrets about things not working out. But now there's this second chance coming up. There's something is working and bringing a second chance. I didn't really have a look at the bottom of the deck, but I turned the deck over now, and that is the Two of Cups right there. Soulmate connection. Okay, so I'm going to put it there. No, I feel I've got to put it there. So this is about a soulmate connection, having heart-to-heart conversations, people who are connected to each other through not only the communication, the heart, all the chakras that lines the bodies up together, but also through time. Swans mate for life. Okay? He knows that this is a soulmate connection. He has a soulmate connection. Many, many lifetimes spent together. Many lifetimes spent together. He knows this. It's not a secret anymore because he learned all of this when he was doing his shadow work. Now, tell me, why is the Ace of Cups here? There's a brand new start in love. Why is this Ace of Cups here? We have, okay. We have the Queen of Cups. Someone is now emotionally available. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And once again, we have the dolphins there in the background. They mate for life. A beautiful cup of love is on the cards. It's to offer, and might be from a Piscean because we do have that Pisces necklace around this maid. Could be, I feel like this is the masculine who's emotionally available, but I also feel like this is the feminine where she is now ready. She's thinking about being ready for love. She's thinking, even though there's a kaleidoscope of things happening with the feminine, but there's definitely being open emotionally. Okay, the feminine does want to negotiate. She does want to be fair. She does want to invest herself long term. She does have the Ace of coins here. So with that being said, we already have 3 aces on the table. So I feel like they're ready to make a brand new fresh start. And we have the Emperor. So the Emperor is the divine masculine in all his glory. Okay, this is the alpha male. Knowing how to take responsibility for himself and everyone that he cares for and everything that is his. And we have the Queen of Cups here. So I feel like the feminine, even though there's a kaleidoscope of things happening on her end, that she is ready to be with her Emperor. I do feel like the feminine might have a little bit of work to do this week because she comes up as a queen here, unless we get the Empress. But she's the queen next to the Emperor. I feel like the masculine has done a whole lot of work on themselves. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is someone who's willing to travel to see their person. They are emotionally available. They wear their heart on their sleeve. And the Knight of Cups is looking towards the feminine side here. Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords. We have the Eight of Swords. Someone is trapped. And we have the Page of Coins. So the reason why this Knight of Cups here is because someone is totally done with being all up in their head about 101 reasons why not to be happy. Okay, they've dealt with anything from lies, cheating, deceit, conflict, being mentally manipulated, backstabbed. This could be from another connection that they were in. Maybe this is the feminine as well. She experiencing all of these things because after all, it is a feminine that's trapped. And maybe that is also this Knight of Cups. Maybe the masculine knows that the feminine is going to need something, some sort of communication, something to happen in her reality, because we do have the King of Pentacles there, to happen in her reality to show her that there's something solid here. And the Knight of Cups is coming in to finish the cycle of non-communication, guessing, not knowing because it's swords, and to bring an emotional connection, emotional communication, some gentleness, softness, romance into this connection. And the masculine also, by the way, knows. You might know that the feminine has the defenses up, so you can't meet that with resistance. You come in with love, then it's, you know, it's easier to kind of get the feminine to be receptive when you come in as the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups comes at a nice pace, so there's no pressure, no demands. Let's just experience each other. And it comes with the Page of Coins. So this is being physically present in the feminine's world. In other words, make himself known, have contact with the feminine, have conversations with the feminine, travel to see the feminine, be together, have face-to-face meetings. Okay. Why is the Strength card here? Strength card is passionate, ruled by Leo and the Sun. Oh, shuffle some more. Ruled by Leo, and the Sun also rules the heart chakra. Stands for confidence as well. The feminine comes across very confident. She knows what she wants. But she's also one that is going to let the masculine do the talking. She's a, well, you know, you can walk the walk, but can you talk the talk? Or you can talk the talk, but can you walk the walk? I'm just going to stand here and try and calm my own fears and my own insecurities, because I'm all over the place this week. I don't feel like I have it together. I feel like the feminine has to work to keep herself together this week, because she's been through a lot. She knows this. And she doesn't want to be stupid about, you know, her journey. She wants to make sure that she gets the best for herself as well. So why is the Strength card here? Because we have someone who is left out in the cold. Okay, this happens a lot. This is like, to be in a divine masculine feminine connection, there's always someone that's been left out in the cold, whether it's the feminine or the masculine, but someone was left out in the cold. This is general storyline for these connections. Okay, then we have someone who made a decision to take action, and now there is victory. And that's why we have the Strength card here. Okay, and this, and even though I spoke of this as the feminine, but it could also be the masculine. The masculine, well, either he left the feminine out of the cold, or the feminine left him out in the cold, and that's why he was sad and depressed and lonely and had a broken heart to mend, or regrets of past actions taken and not knowing how to undo what was done. But working through all of that stuff and realizing that to end this thing of being outside in the cold and not being loved and not being with a person that you really, really, really care for, and lacking on so many levels because you just feel energetically so suppressed. Because let's face it, in these connections, the divine masculine, divine feminine, they work together. They inspire each other. It's like a power couple coming together, and they can achieve so much when they are together, because it's just the way they are. They're energetically designed to inspire each other and to generate this beautiful dynamic energy where you can just be the best version of you. Okay, but after we've done our shadow work. So he knows that someone was left out in the cold, and he decided, because it's a Two of Wands, to take positive action towards victory. A passionate victory, because look at that tiger roar. A passionate victory with his feminine, but also regaining confidence. Confidence in the self-worth, public recognition, being seen out in the public together. There's a lot of passion here. So I do feel like this week is a week where there's beautiful, loving communication. There's the Ace of Cups, brand new, fresh start in love. Okay, starting on a clean slate, because there was a lot of things that didn't work out, a lot of things that wasn't said in the past. But the masculine now is ready to take control and move forward. After all, we do have the Emperor. The Emperor is Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio energy for me. And he's also, you know, there's also for the Emperor is he also knows what he wants. There's not a lot of room for negotiation with the Emperor, okay? I'm going to do us some Romance Angels cards by Doreen Virtue. Okay, I think 3 is enough. We have Release Your Ex, which I feel that is what the masculine is doing, because he's the one with the heartbreak. He's the one that was sleeping on things. He's the one with the death card. He's the one that had to maybe leave a feminine behind with the 3 of Swords and the 5 of Cups, having a lot of regrets. True love. He knows now this is true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and your spiritual path. It shows to me that the masculine now knows that this is a twin flame or a highly spiritual connection, because we do have Judgment and the 6 of Cups here on the masculine side. Very sweet, very generous. Okay, life returning, realization returning, and the angels working behind the scenes to bring this understanding to the masculine. So for the feminine, 3 cards for the feminine. 1 more. Kitty has a lot to say. Hi, Kitty. 1 more. Okay, Mommy coming. Stay optimistic about your love life. So maybe the feminine has been waiting quite some time. I can't help to notice that there is no movement. There's no cards of movement on the feminine side, except for someone being very generous. Someone who is maybe keeping themselves busy with their daily schedule and going to work and home, and then also someone having their defenses up. All the movement is on the masculine side. The feminine is just doing her own thing, creating her own stability financially, and you know, following her divinely guided path. So this is about staying optimistic. So maybe the feminine has stopped chasing. She's stopped chasing. She's just sitting and trying to stay still optimistic about her situation. Let go of control issues. That's what she's doing. She's trying to control. She's having her defenses up. She's very decisive as to, you know, who is she going to let in. And here we have control as well, the devil, feeling the heavy responsibility of this connection and not quite sure if this is what she really wants. Do I want another toxic connection? And that's why she has the defenses up. So it's about control. So what this is saying is, you, with your divine masculine, and I always say in my twin flame videos, your divine masculine or feminine is the last person who's going to hurt you. Because if they hurt you, they hurt themselves. Same energy in 2 bodies. Okay? Love yourself first. And I feel like this has to do with a strength card. This has to do with a feminine that needs to calm her fears about feeling maybe left out, insecure. I don't want to go into a toxic connection. Sometimes you doubt these connections. I did make a video on why we doubt the connection, and I'll put the links below. I have a twin flame channel if you want to binge out on twin flame. I have been on this journey since 1983. Yes, people, more than 30 years now. So And I'm still going. I'm still going. So the next cards I want to draw is the Lovers Oracle cards. And we're going to ask cards for the masculine because these little cards are quite difficult to shuffle. There's a whole lot that fell out. We're going to go again. Just 2 or 3 cards, please, for the masculine. 2 or 3 cards is 1, 2. That's too many. Sorry. I've got to be patient with this. 1 more for the masculine, please. Okay, no, there's too many. 1 more. 1 more. 1 more, please. Okay, there. Obviously, the masculine has a lot to say. There's 4 cards here. Friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. So I feel like the masculine feels he wants to be friends again if there's no communication. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So I feel like, once again, I just want to say that this is a connection where I feel the separation or even no communication. This is what the masculine wants to tell his feminine. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. So for me, what I kind of feel is the masculine feels like the feminine can't do anything wrong at this point in time. Romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. So that speaks to that Ace of Cups and the 9 of Cups. So what does the feminine has to say? 1. She comes in peace. She's striving to, look at that. She's working hard on peace this week. I'm not going to flip it over yet because I'm looking for the another 2 cards for the feminine. What does the feminine have to say? What does the feminine have to say? I feel like the feminine is doing work on herself this week. New beginning. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. So I feel like this is what the feminine kind of knows is going to happen. That's why she's a little bit on edge. Maybe she's, I'm not ready yet. Because of past experiences, she's still a little bit shell-shocked. Maybe still need a bit of healing to get her confidence up. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now is the time to give to yourself. And I know the feminine feels that that's why she has her defenses up. She feels, I need some time to get my confidence up again. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. So she knows, in spite of anything and everything that she still needs to go through this week, and there's a whole kaleidoscope of emotions and things that she's working through, maybe even contradicting herself, and she realizes this, but she knows that this love is a love that, you know, is as deep as the ocean. So what does the masculine have to say to the feminine this week? I'm going to do us some soulmate cards. So just remember, I will be posting the links below this video for the twin flame, why we doubt the connection, maybe even the 7 stages, why we have these connections, and maybe even twin flame mission. What is the mission of these connections and how they work? So what does the masculine have to tell his feminine this week? What does the masculine have to tell the feminine? Not this week, but when you find this reading and when you find the next reading. These readings are timeless. What does the masculine have to tell his feminine? What does he want to say? If he could tell her something. Love and respect your loved one's opinions, but remain grounded in your own truth. You are both wise and beautiful souls. Everyone has a piece of truth. I feel that's self-explanatory. I don't need to explain that. Everything happens for a reason, and even though the reason is sometimes unclear, I graciously accept all that transpires in the knowing that it unfolds through love, in accordance with the divine will of my soul. One more. What does the masculine have to tell the feminine? You just put this reading where it fits for you, okay? One more. One more. 3 is a charm. Stop taking life so seriously. Achievements and possessions will pale in insignificance when your soul journeys back home to the light from which everything stems. Maybe this is a realization that the masculine has. This is the words here is what the masculine wants to let the feminine know where he is at this week or this period of time. I don't know why I say keep on saying this week. Okay, so now what does the feminine have to tell her masculine? What does she have to say? What does she want to tell her masculine? A loving thought triggers a loving response. Your love is felt and appreciated. And an angel surrounds you. The sacred... I'll read it this way. A sacred union is born, the union of twin souls within a threefold flame. She knows that this is a twin flame connection. She knows who the masculine is. Oh, this camera is so... I feel you forever in my heart. You are in my thoughts and in the air I breathe. You are a jewel, a sparkling diamond. Your heart is like a great ocean of love. Thank you. It's funny how ocean comes up a lot in this reading. So maybe you're connected to the water, or you know, somehow water or the ocean plays a role. Maybe your masculine is a surfer, maybe you're a swimmer, who knows. Just put it where it fits. Okay, so one more card for the feminine to a masculine, please. One more card. Oh, there's one that flipped over. There's 2. Okay, so we'll take those. Be still, feel, and just be. Have you forgotten what's important? When you pass from this world, all you take with you is your soul and the beautiful memories it holds. Your spiritual awareness is growing, and so too is your sexuality. Sensuality is heightened, and this has a magical effect on the one you love. The sacred union is reborn. Love is the present moment. I don't feel I need to draw any more cards. This was a beautiful, huge reading. Thank you for watching. Look out for the links that I will be posting below. I love doing this reading for you. And as I say, put the information where it fits. Give me feedback. And I wish everyone a beautiful day. Thank you for sharing this beautiful journey of light with me. Take care, everyone. Light and love.